Hey, hello everyone. Happy to have you today. It's a pleasure to have our demo day and to have you today for this. Actually, this is the most exciting day because the idea of our demo day is to let our BGA members introduce themselves, introduce the game sometimes, but also the platform. And I know that we're going to have a lot of very interesting topics to talk about and very new things to introduce. So it's going to be very interesting, and thank you all the speakers to be a part of it. And obviously, the context of all of it is to have 10 minutes to introduce the game, the platform, and at the end of each speak, we're gonna have the opportunity to have a question. Each speaker will ask a question about the game if you listen correctly, and we will pick they will pick themselves a winner with the specific price depending on the game. So, hi, Luis. Hope you're doing well.
I'm good. Thank you very much, Fabian. Happy to be here today.
Yeah,
And thank you everyone for being here as well today with us.
yeah. Thank you very much. We're gonna start with Gleb from Game Trade. Gleb, if you're ready, that's the stage is yours.
Well, thank you, everyone. I'll now present as short as possible the platform, so we have some time for the questions. Let me just quickly share the screen with all of you.
Also, I wish to remind everyone that if you have any questions for anyone who's presenting, let us know in the comment section, and we can try to ask them as well live.
Everything is visible, right? Everything is
Yeah,
working. All
yeah,
right,
we're
perfect.
seeing your Chrome.
All right, perfect. So, let me, one sec. I'll go now on the QA version of the game trade market, as we are currently, uh, let's say, in a late development, and we are just still adding some like features before launching. I mean, we kind of launched, but now we're doing some bug fixes and etc. Like, yeah. So by the early summer, I would say we would be able to have a fully functional marketplace with all the features you will see today. Yeah. All right. To quickly talk about game trade, it's in-game, I mean, NFT game specialized marketplace where you can like buy, sell, and trade in-game NFTs. Uh, it seems like it's a copy of any other marketplace, but we've been working really hard to design a really simple uh, yet functional interface for the users, which is uh, you know community based, it's socially friendly, and it has all the features you need for trading NFTs. Yeah, I'll quickly also talk about my team just to mention. So this is me, as you can see. This is our CMO, marketologist. He is pretty good with marketing strategies, and you will see that soon when we'll be launching. This is our head of product, and he is an ex CSGO player. He's a really serious guy, has a lot of hours in CS. I can't even count this number, I think. It's a bit too high for me. Um, my co founder and my friend Soeli. This is our CTO, Dmitry, the main hacker, as I would say, and our CFO remains anonymous for now. Yeah, now I will show you the functionality. So to use the marketplace, you first need to sign in. You use Google to sign in. It's as easy as this. It's also good for KYC cases. At this early stage, we'll obviously, you know, expand on the KYC later on, but for now, the Google authorization should be enough. Now that I'm authorized, I can go in the marketplace. Uh, for example, yes, let's click on Cypherian Surge. Well, we have, a couple of games right now just for, I guess, practicing and, practicing how our smart contracts is working and just, you know, pretty much checking if all the functionality is there and works well. Yeah, and we have, price range system. We can choose different prices, and we have a lot of filters as well, which are all, you know, the useful one. So for example, if I want to find something by eye color, let's say purple, and I don't know, let's say weapon, pirate gun, or pirate gun, yeah. And then I just apply the filters, and we should have it loaded. Yeah, here we go. It's all loaded. So yeah, the filters work. You can cancel filters, you can add more. That works fine. Now I'll quickly demonstrate how the transaction is working. Let's go in the neon district. Let's find something which is available to buy right now. Yeah, for example, this. Yeah, all right. Well, as you can see, this is how the item page looks at the moment. Obviously, it will be improved a little bit, but you have everything that you need to know. The owner, the description, the price, both in the cryptocurrency and in the fiat currency. At the moment, you can already add likes and comments, as you can see here. Yeah. And now for me to buy this, I will need to connect a wallet. So how do you do this? You go on your account, then you go in account settings. Here you can play around with your account, customize it a little bit. Obviously, we'll add more customization features later on. And if you go in a wallet section, as you can see at the moment, I have no wallet. You just add a wallet. I will connect my MetaMask now. Then you put a wallet name, let's say MetaMask. I'll add a wallet. The good thing about our marketplace is, as you have a Google account, you can add as many wallets as you like. Currently, we're only in support of 2 wallets, but I think when we release, we'll already include more. So you can have as many wallets as you want on one account, which is really good for trading if you have multiple different wallets with different cryptocurrency on it. Now, as you can see, I have some Matic available. I can go back on a marketplace and find the item I wanted to buy. Yeah, so now I can buy it. I'm not sure if you're gonna see my MetaMask notification, but yeah, I'll just need to confirm the purchase. Now I need to wait some time until MetaMask approves the purchase. When it does, I just need to refresh the page and we should be good to go. Yeah, so my transaction has been confirmed. Now I refresh the page. Yeah, as you can see now, I just need to approve the item. After the approval, there is another small transaction that happens. And now, as you can see, the item is owned by me. And now I can set back the price and, get it to selling. Well, I mean, just to show you quickly, if you go in my thing, I mean, yeah, you'll be able to see it on my profile page, this item. And now, yeah, to sell it, you just need to go here. And yeah, now if I want to sell it, I just need to set the price. Let's say after setting the price, there's another transaction which I have to do. And of course, when I purchase the items, the owner has changed to my MetaMask account. Yeah, the transaction has been confirmed. And right now, yeah, it sent me the polygon scan. Yeah, so I think it should be all, yeah. As you can see, I've successfully put it back on the marketplace for higher value. This is how transactions work, simply talking. Now, if I want to add friend, you just go on people. We also have a friend system. Let's say I want to add my product manager. I added him to friends. And now if I go to my profile, As you can see, I already have one friend, and I've sent him a message so he can confirm my request right now. And I think when he does, we'll be able to send him a message, because while he's not at my friend list, I'm not I can't send him a direct message at this very moment. All right, let's see. I think he've added me to his friends. Now I can send him a message. And if I write something to him, he'll be able to respond. Obviously, the messenger is also not the final product right now. It's just to check if all the direct messages is working fine. Yeah, as you can see, he's saying hi to all of us. Yeah, and yeah, that's pretty much about the social aspect at the moment. We have likes, comments, friends, direct messages. Later on, we'll be able to have groups and group messages. And yeah, I can say that's pretty much it in terms of game trade. Also, quickly, I could mention that if you're a developer, or if you have like a game that you want to connect with us, if you're a game developer, or just you have a cool product which you think you can integrate with us, we already have some cool partners which will provide us with features like renting and insurance. Later on, you can submit an email to us or contact our product manager on Telegram. I'll leave the QR code here, so you can later on, if you watch translation back, you can be able to scan it. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, thank you very much, Web. That's very good. Actually, that was the question I had for any blockchain games to be able to list their digital asset to work with you for the platform. So actually, you get this answer perfectly well. So thank you again for this presentation. And
Yeah, no worries.
and do you know the question we would like to ask to the audience?
I think it's something to do about our functionality. What do you think?
You have it on the private
Yeah,
chat.
I think what distinguishes, I guess, us from the other marketplaces. Yes.
Exactly. Yes. So yeah, Luis, if you want to take over that.
Yeah, I'm gonna add the question to the screen as well. So to anyone who's watching, try to guess the right answer on the comment section, on the chats, wherever you're watching. And Gleb, what's the price for
It's
the?
100 Matic. It's 100 Matic. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, great. So we'll give you a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes to try to guess the right answer. Make sure to send it. Also, if you have any questions for Gleb, now's the time to do them. We're already getting some
I take any
replies.
criticism.
No, the platform looks great. I have a question. So is there are there any other wallets that we can connect?
Yeah, you can connect as many wallets as you like. So that's
Oh.
kind of the thing we thought about as you connected your Google account. And if you're, let's say, multi-wallet trader or gamer, let's say you play multiple games on different blockchains, you can add as many wallets as you like. And obviously, with our partners, we'll be able to secure your account much better than now. But at the moment, it's already pretty secured if you have, your I think double verification on Google with your smartphone or whatever. I think it's pretty secure for now. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. So we just have one answer, but let's give them a couple more minutes to see who else has or wants to guess the right reply, the right response. So in the meantime, maybe we can move on to the next presenter, and we'll get back to the question to see who has the right answer. The next one in the list would be Anthony. So Anthony, you ready?
Yeah, I can share my screen.
Yeah, awesome.
All right. Cool. Is this okay?
Yeah, we're seeing it right now.
Great. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, I'm Anthony. I'm one of the founders of blockchain gaming.xyz. We're building the best platform for Web3 gaming guilds to manage their assets and grow their communities. Basically, we want to help guild owners save time by delegating work without having to share access or give up their private keys in any way. So what we're showing now here is the main dashboard that most guild owners and their managers log into and see. Currently, we support Axie Infinity and Pegaxie, but we'll drill into Axie Infinity since that's where we started a year ago as a gaming guild. And we sort of built this out to solve our own problems. We scaled from like 100 to, or like a 1 to over 300 players in our guild. And my co-founder and I were just going crazy. We were working on full-time jobs, and this started to feel like a second full-time job. So we knew we needed our own solution to this. And we found that the problems that we solved for were very similar to what other guilds were experiencing. And so we thought maybe let's try to make something out of this. So we applied and we got accepted to the tech accelerator, Tachyon, at Consensus Mesh. And we're currently a little over halfway through that program. And everything's been going great. They've been helping us refine our product, and we've been onboarding a lot of guilds. There are some of the biggest guilds in the world now that use our platform. And we've just been hearing a lot of great feedback, and we're trying to expand into several other game titles now in this space. So back to Axie Infinity. So what does guild owners see? They log in, they see some high-level stats about their guild, just to see how their performance is doing. They'll scroll down, they'll see how many players they currently have in their guild, how many available accounts they have. These are accounts that don't have a player attached to them yet, and we'll talk about those in a little bit. But for your players, you want to see, are they playing actively? What are the axies on those accounts? If they're actively playing, that means they're playing pretty much every day. You can see what their performance is like. If they've stopped playing for a couple days, or maybe they're not playing, maybe they're playing sporadically, they'll get marked as potentially inactive. And so this is someone that maybe one of your managers or coaches can reach out to and see what's going on. But if they stop playing completely, or maybe they quit your guild and didn't tell you, they'll get marked as inactive. So this means that they haven't played in quite some time. So it just gives the guild owners and the managers a quick way to come in every day, maybe sort by like activity level and see who they need to reach out to in their guild, just to see what's going on with that player, because you don't want any assets sitting idle for too long. So when you do need to reach out to somebody, their player profile is here. Most guilds operate out of Discord, so we give them their Discord ID so they can always find them in case they change their name. You can see where they're from, how long they've been with your guild, and who they were referred by. So this is one way to keep track of who knows who, but also offer a way to give like referral bonuses or things like that to your players. And then besides that, there's just the typical, stat tracking and whatnot. So you can maybe find like high performers. For instance, this is actually our guild that we're looking at. We have one player that's in the top 300, so it's a good way to spot people that are performing really well and perhaps reward them a bit more. The other thing guilds have to deal with a lot is recruiting. My co-founder did a lot of recruiting, and he had hundreds and thousands of Discord DMs every day, and that was not sustainable. So we built out a recruiting portal in our platform. So every guild gets something similar to a Discord invite link, where anybody that replies to that link shows up in our waitlist here for our guild, and the owner or the managers can come in and help approve or deny applications. And if you do approve someone, that person can log in and see your available teams. So this just removes some more steps, less DMs for the guild owner to deal with, and just lets the player have more choice within the system. So they can choose the team they like, and once they find a team that they like, they get brought to their own player portal. So the gamer dashboard is where they'll see like their performance, what split are they getting. They'll see when their next payout is, how much they've earned. They can see account details for logging into the account and start playing right away. And when a payout is eligible in our system, they'll click this claim button, put in their wallet address, press claim, and that'll trigger off a payout process in our system. So for the guild owner, they don't have to do anything. They just go to their payouts page and they can see all the payouts that are happening in their guild. They can see who did it, what were the amounts sent, and when it happened. And in case a transaction does fail, sometimes it happens in the blockchain, you can retry them in our system as well. Apart from that, sometimes you're playing, you want to change teams, or maybe your team is not as great as you thought it was. You can always request a new item or a new axie in this instance. So you can browse the available axies within your guild, hit request, choose an axie that you want to replace on your own team, type in a reason, and submit that. So instead of dealing with Discord DMs and whatnot, you can just go to your axie request page, view the pending requests that are happening in your guild, and you or your managers can approve or deny these swaps. And if you do approve them, it'll automatically swap the axies between those accounts, saving the manager a lot more time without having to log in, do those manual transfers and whatnot. And of course, all these transfers are logged in our system. So for instance, my co-founder did these, I did these. So a lot of guilds have managers and assistants that help them with these tasks. And what's great is that they can trust the system to not let any managers or assistants see any private keys. Our system does not store any private keys. They're completely separate. So the manager can rest assured that his private keys are safe, while also being able to delegate work to his community. Apart from that, you can also see all the axes in your guild without having to log into each individual account. You can also transfer very easily here just by selecting, pressing transfer, putting in the address, and submitting it. We also do breeding, hatching eggs, whatnot. That's not super popular right now, but when it comes back, we'll be ready for that. But yeah, our main vision is really to build something where guilds can really operate efficiently and not have to deal with too many headaches across multiple games. So right now we support Axie Infinity, PegAxie. There are several other game studios we're in talks with to bring these types of tools to their platforms. And yeah, we're looking to speak to any guilds, any game studios, and even players just looking to try out new games. So yeah, thank you for your time. I'm Anthony from Blockchain Gaming.
Yeah, thank you very much, Anthony. Actually, I find it very exciting. It's very interesting to see how you make it very easy for guilds, but for player as well. I know the pain to be recruited when you go to a guild and you're interested in it. So it makes very easy and smooth the kind of experience you have on the platform. So very happy to have the chance that you show us the platform on live. Um, Luis, before asking the question, what do you want to do? Do you want to?
Yeah. So Gleb, we have several answers or comments in the comment section. Let us know first if you see the right answer, or if they need a couple more minutes to do some research, and then we can move on to Anthony's question.
Sure, I would give another maybe couple of minutes, but I think I can see.
Do you have a hint, maybe?
I mean, it's something that you already seen. Yeah, I think people are pretty close. I'll check exactly
Okay.
who answered it first, but I want to see a bit of more like response. Maybe someone does a combination of things. That's kind of a
Okay.
hint as well.
Okay, that's a hint. Okay, for sure. Well, so we'll give you a couple more minutes. So we'll see after the next presentation if someone has the right answer. Do some little research because the price is very cool. So so yeah, give it a little more thought. So now let's move on to Anthony's question. Anthony, I sent it to you in your private chat.
Oh yeah,
If you
our
can find
question
it.
was, do guild owners need to expose their private keys to our platform? I forget the prize, but I'm sure it's awesome.
Actually, the
I
price.
know what it is. Is yes, it's 0.05 ETH.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, I just in the meantime, when we have people trying to answer the question, I have a question for you, Anthony. What kind of guilds you are talking with, or you are targeting? Any kind of guilds could be, or any kind of individuals willing to share their gaming assets.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's any guild of we have guilds of all sizes. So we have guilds with like 20 players, or guilds with like thousands of players. So it's really doesn't the size doesn't really matter. It's just more about bringing more efficiency and streamlining more processes for guild owners, so that they don't have to deal with like hundreds of Discord DMs or just losing track of like who asked for what, but just being able to delegate work. Like a lot of the times the guild owners are the bottlenecks because they're in control of their wallets and the private keys. But this way they can they can work within a system where they don't have to expose that, but they can still have like their assistants or their sub managers help out with tasks that they would normally have to do. So that's the big proponent, big like pro for the system. And I think we're the only platform in the market that has a system like that.
Very clear. Thank you very much.
Awesome. So Anthony, there are some answers. Let us know if you find, well, they're practically very much the same. So it's up to you to choose randomly if that's the correct answer, who's the winner.
Okay, I'll message you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you can message me and we can tell them right now. So if you're okay with it.
Yeah, let me just check the comments.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think Andre was the first one I saw.
Andre. Yep. This one, right?
Yep.
Okay, so awesome. Well, Andre, thank you very much for participating and congratulations. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna send you a link to a form. So make sure to fill it out to claim your prize, and we'll then contact you for this. So thank you very much for participating. And yeah, now let's move on to our next presenter. That is David. David, are you ready? We cannot hear you. You're on mute.
Hi, sorry about that. I thought
No
somehow
worries.
there was one other person before me, but I guess not.
No, Anthony is Anthony, and then you.
Okay. All right. Very good. Well, thank you for having me. I'm David Benahum, the CEO and co-founder of Ready Games. What we're doing is bringing Web2 mobile games primarily into the blockchain, into Web3 gaming in compliance with Apple and Google App Store rules. So it's a big, ambitious project. What I'll do today is give a bit of a walkthrough, more from a game developer perspective, as to how you would integrate our stack, and take your questions. And in terms of what we're looking for, we're primarily interested in Web2 game studios that want to explore. We're calling them Web3 curious. We can get them live on chain sub 30 days and in the existing Apple and Google stores with a current Web2 game on chain. So that is definitely what we're looking for. And we do have quite a few studios in production right now as we speak. First games will be live towards the end of June of this year on your happy Android and iPhone. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen and we'll walk a little bit through what we're building. And I think the first thing I'll do, share screen. Okay, here we go. I think we should be, and it says Chrome has lost permission to capture your screen. Oh, that's great. So there you are. I'm so sorry, guys. I have to go to system preferences.
Yeah, maybe what we can do, yeah, so it's going to be very smoother. If you're ready, Lucas, because I know you were here just before. Maybe David, if you want, we can try together to have your screen, even if you're not presenting at the moment, so we can figure it out together. And letting Lucas to introduce the game, if you want. You tell me that.
Well, I mean, it's frustrating if I can't share my screen. I don't know what I'm doing
It's
exactly. Demo video to show. I have a lot of slides, so I'm stumped. Should I just let someone else go next, and then I do a side?
Let's move on to Lucas and David. David, I'm gonna message you privately.
Okay, thank you.
To try to resolve it. Okay.
Yeah. Then I will just start over. Let me just start the game and share it to you. Okay.
We can see it.
Okay, yeah. Perfect. Yeah, so hello everyone. Thanks for having me. I'm Lucas. I'm CEO of Five Finger Games, which is based in Germany and is the development studio behind our project, Knights of Cathena. Knights of Cathena is a turn-based tactics multiplayer casual game based on the Elrond blockchain. It has prioritized platforms, the mobile devices, so Android and iOS, but we will have a PC version as well. So some information about Knights of Cathena beforehand. We like to say that Knights of Cathena is a play and earn game rather than play to earn, which for us means that the entertainment of the game stands over everything. So basically over earning. The game should, in our opinion, should primarily be played because of fun and not because of earnings and profit, which is of course included, but not the main incentive. And the second point is a play and earn game, as we see it, needs a mass adoption ready blockchain integration, which for us means no contact for the user with the blockchain part at all. So no wallet creation, no transaction handling, no funds transferring, and so forth. Basically, just play the game like we used to in Web 2. Right now we are in the preparing the closed alpha version of the game, and this is basically the client for it. A little spoiler ahead: there will be bugs, but I guess we can just jump right into it. And talking about our seamless blockchain integration, as you can see, we have for the login part and the sign-in part, we do not have any wallet handling. We just go with, for example, Google, which on desktop looks like this. You can just log in with some of your Google accounts and then jump right into the game. We do the whole blockchain magic behind the scenes, so to say. We're creating a wallet, connecting it to the account, and then basically you are ready to play. And as we are a blockchain game, one of the most important things, I guess, are NFTs. And speaking of NFTs, we have our inventory, which is based of a huge collection of self-made items. Here you can see the categories of our items, and if you just select one, for example, like this hat for the knight, you can differentiate on the icons on the item, on the actual item. Those are actual NFTs. So you have to see it like this. Inside of this category, you have 2 NFTs from this kind, from this type. So the attributes and the names of the items will be defined over the next 2 weeks. So these are absolutely testing and debug data. So an item is mainly based on our attribute system. So you have normal attributes or traditional attributes, like you know it from other games, like attack, lifesteal, a critical value, a double attack value, HP, defense, and so forth. An item can have a certain level. You can level up items by merging 3 of the same kind together. So for example, if you merge 3 level 1 items, you will get a level 2 item of that type. And basically what you can do with that items, or where they come into play, is on the formation editor, because as I said, Knights of Cathena is a turn-based tactics game, and at some point your characters needs to be placed on the battlefield, and this is basically where the magic happens. You have the option, you have a total of 3 formations you can define, and for simplicity reasons, I just let me place some characters. You can see, basically you have to imagine it. This is your side of the field, and you can place a knight on every field as you want it. And once you place a character, you can just go ahead and equip the several slots with your NFT items. Just like this. I will just do, for time reasons, skip that overall strategic part. The only thing I want to mention is that one of the most important attributes of an item is the ancient power. This attribute defines basically how rare or how good an item is, and it is used for balancing reasons. As you can see here, you have a total of 2,400 ancient power you can use in your formation. This is based on your rank, as we have a ranking system out with 15 ranks in total. And for each rank, you will increase the ancient power you can use in your formations. And basically, you need to be careful and to choose which items you want to include in the formation. And if you can't exceed those ancient power levels. And once you are ready and you have created your formation, you can just save it here. And then let me just wait. we can just jump right into the game. I have just to start another game client. 1 second. And there should be a match, yeah, right now. So the gameplay is actually pretty straightforward, I guess. Once it has loaded, yeah, you can select one of your formations and on the second screen as well. And basically the gameplay part starts. Knights of Cathena is a 1 versus 1 multiplayer game, and the core of the gameplay is basically you have an army and your opponent has an army, and you need to either clear the enemy's army with your pawns, or you just kill the enemy king, which will spawn after you have killed one of his characters on the field. So basically, I have attack with my knight now. I have some traversal points left, as we call it, and you can just go back and hope that you are not be followed by the enemy. But let's see, I will just, to show you another character, I will just go with the hunter here. And important to mention is that every character has some uniqueness, so to say. For example, the attack patterns are different. The knight, for example, as you can see here, can only attack the closest of the fields around him. The hunter can only shoot into distant fields. The mage has some kind of area damage in a straight row. And I will come to the priest later, as he is a little bit special, and the turn timer is ticking soon, I guess. Oh, perfect. That one misses. Then I will just wait until it's my turn again. To show you all the characters, I will go with my mage next. Keep in mind that the mage is also does friendly fire to its friendly characters once they are in the way of its attack. So basically like this. So we try to bring a little bit more strategic elements to the game. And let me just place my priest for the next round to show you that next. What did I have forgot right now? Every character can attack once per turn, and so you have to use your characters wisely. So in the best case scenario, I can kill one of its characters soon to show you the king that appears in the back of the row. And the king is basically the win condition of one of the win conditions of the game. So I will just show you what happens if you just go right to it. So I will just use you. And then let's attack the king. The king has a total of 3 lives. So basically, once you hit him a third time, you will win the match. And maybe I can, no, my traversal points are not high enough for this round. So I will just end my turn and do the same on the enemy. And then just kill the enemy's king, which should be done in a second. Yeah. Okay, that was some kind of bug, but I spoiled you. So that should not happen. Maybe I can trigger it. I can trigger the sequence again. Let me just check Nope, he doesn't like that. Maybe. Okay. It seems like the mage is a little bit confused, so to say. Yeah, but basically it looks like this. If you win, you will earn a star, and once you have enough stars in your current rank, you will rank up, which increases your maximum of ancient power you can use in a formation and the maximum amount of tokens you can earn per per match. Because Knights of Cathena is basically built, as you can see here, you will just get rewarded by playing. So if you win, you get some coins, and if you lose, you don't lose any. So basically, you can just only win coins with Knights of Cathena. And once you have completed a match, you can claim your rewards here, which looks like this. And with your tokens, you can either buy a chest with items from the shop. This is basically the most intensive transaction function we need to use. So this durates right now, I guess, around about 13 seconds. Yeah, and just let me open some new items, and then you can, for completion, I can show you, for example, you can either, let me show you the merge of the items, and then here we have 3 of a kind. And then we do the merge, which is basically a blockchain transaction in the back. You can see the progress here. And once the transaction is done, which should be right about now, then you can just go into your items again, and you see you have a level 2 of that NFT item. And of course, because this is more valuable, you can just do it like this and add this item into the marketplace if the transaction is done already. And this is the market is basically a fully functional NFT marketplace only for our items. And you can see every item offered by another player, and if you are interested in one, you can just go ahead and buy it. And those bow should be in, let me just filter it for, exactly, this bow should now be in your inventory, or now be in your inventory once the transaction is completed, sorry. And if I don't have forgot anything, you can just ask me your questions.
Yeah, actually, thanks a lot, Lucas, to show the gameplay of the game, and actually, Martin, Wagner, Josiah, you don't have any question because all the question we had in the audience was answered by Martin, Josiah. So actually, you're good for that. But I have a question. Actually, maybe it's too soon to ask that question, but for any new player, what is the best strategy to play the game is to be used to the mechanics of the game and maybe invest on the specific NFT around it, or what do you advise?
I'm sorry, I did not fully understand.
As a new gamer, what could be the best strategy to start a game? What do you advise?
Basically, as you don't have anything to lose, I would say the best way to start the game is just starting it and tinker around a little bit. So I'm pretty sure that once Knights of Cathena is released, there will be some kind of meta game that is created by itself. But at this point, I would say, it's a perfect balance between using the NFT items you earn and your strategical skills. So we do our best to make it not into a pay to win game. We try to balance everything and even have very advanced matchmaking in place for the closed alpha that only equal players will get matched together. So yeah.
No, it makes a lot of sense. Thanks a lot. And no, Martin, don't be sorry. Thank you for your help. So, Lucas, what is the question for the audience?
Let me check what the question was. It's
in the private chat, just in case.
My question is, what is the difference of play to earn and play and earn, especially in regards of Knights of Cathena?
Okay, awesome. So I'm sharing the question on screen. So in the meantime, Gleb, do you have is there a right answer in the comment section? Did you?
Yeah, I think I've skimmed through all the comments just to check once again, and I think the most active and informative was Todd. I think I'm not sure if he's still watching, but I think he should be. Todd Pham.
Oh, okay, Todd Pham. This one. Well, he actually said community, but then friends, networking. Is that the right answer?
I think it was friends and networking. Yeah, I mean it's all related to community. So yeah, I think Todd is the winner. So I congratulate you, Todd, on winning 100 Matic.
Okay, awesome. So Todd, I'm gonna send you a link to the forum as well. I think that this is not your first win. You have had several wins under your belt because you always join this kind of events. So congratulations once again. So make sure to fill it out and claim your prize. Oh, there it is. Yeah, he's
well deserved.
He's still watching. So yeah, let's see if anyone has the right answer to Lucas's question. Otherwise, we can then move on to the next presenter.
Yeah, I guess maybe we can go with David if you agree, David, to start sharing.
I think I'm ready to. No pun intended. Yes, ready is ready.
Awesome.
I'm going to share my screen and it'll work. So everyone can see my screen, I hope.
Yes.
Fantastic. So I'm David, the CEO and co-founder of the Ready Games. We are building a distributed Web3 gaming ecosystem that is mobile first. And I think what would be helpful is just to show for studios and game devs working in Web 2, just give you a flavor of what we're building. So I'm going to press play on this little sizzle reel and hopefully the audio will be audible. So here we go.
David, I think there's no audio just in case.
Yeah.
But I think that there's a very low volume, so maybe can you try to?
Oh, I don't know how to control that. I mean, I can make it louder on my computer. All right, I've made it really loud on my computer. Let's see.
No, we don't have any, unfortunately.
You can't hear anything?
No.
Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. I don't know. I'll just move on with my deck. So yes, we build amazing tools to enable games to go on chain. And now I got to find where my deck went. Why is Chrome not? It's weird. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop sharing and just try to go back. Chrome.
I will share the link of the video you just wanted to share in the chat, David.
Okay. Okay. So can you see my screen? Probably not. So I'll share my screen again. And let's just do that again. Sorry, guys. I always love to do serious tech rehearsals before presentations because this inevitably happens because technology doesn't like to do things. All right, so can you see my screen? I think you can. So what we built is all the live operations to enable existing Web 2 games on mobile, enter the blockchain. What we've seen in our, sorry, go through this. What we've seen in our initial integration tests is the time to take an existing Web 2 game, bring it on chain, using our API and SDK has gone from about 35 days down to roughly 5 days of integration time. What is being made available to the dev teams is everything you see on the left here. Everything from PvP matchmaking on down. All of this can synchronize on chain. So what we're doing is taking a lot of the live ops type game technology that is very standard in our industry, and we're enabling it all to occur in the blockchain context to make it very easy for game devs to manage. The infrastructure itself is a hybrid Web 2, Web 3 stack. A lot of the intelligence sits inside of a Google Firebase API. And the events that need to synchronize on chain, such as the formation of player profiles and wallets and achievement graph, social graph attached to the player identity. Those are then synchronized onto Ethereum. We are working with various layer 2 providers. Our mobile wallet is able to easily allow the player to move content actually from the Ready wallet into third-party wallets. And we'll get into that in a little more detail. So from a dev standpoint, pretty straightforward. If you are a Web 2 game developer wondering, well, how do I use this? You go to our website. You simply enter the developer portal. You register your account with a simple OAuth process. You then fill out a little application form, basically explaining what you want to do. At that point, if you are cleared for access, you will generate your project. We are currently supporting mostly Unity. We can potentially support other formats as well. But presuming you're using Unity, you essentially generate a new project. You create the project team, meaning you can have more than one contributor to the project. At that point, you'll get the SDK. You'll download that. And you'll be able to take your bundle, essentially your Unity bundle, and integrate it with the SDK. At which point you can begin configuring your existing Unity game project to access the features that we provide. The documentation all sits on Gitbook. You can take a look at that. Both the Web 2 and Web 3 components are all there for you to see. From there, one of the things that we've innovated is essentially a smart contract wizard tool for the game developers. You can effectively identify the game objects that you want to mint and bring on chain, distinct from perhaps the game objects that you don't want to do this with. You'll do that by essentially uploading the assets and beginning to create an index of what it is you want to bring on chain. Built into our system is a notion of fuse blocks. Fuse blocks are essentially smart contracts that govern the smart contract you'll create around your item. The fuse block also contains Aura, which is the utility and governance token for the ecosystem. You'll be able to both manifest the smart contract and then infuse the item with some quantity of Aura. So what you're seeing here is basically the flow where you would select your item for minting, at which point you can begin to set the parameters in the smart contract in terms of the quantity of the item and the amount of token that you'll be injecting into it, at which point your items will get minted and are now effectively on chain. What you see here is the user experience standpoint. So these are actual games currently live. So in this case, it's a fashion game where the items are minted. You can see the first little screen there. It's an NFT. I'll just point out the next two screens. This is what brings it in compliance with Apple and Google. You'll be using the traditional virtual currency that you're familiar with for the last 15 years. Those will occur through the traditional IAP process, in-app purchase flow. You can see here the purchase for $5 of fiat, a bunch of coins. Those are the coins you will exchange for the on-chain minted item. In this case, Smiley brand is one of the partners in this game. And so these items from Smiley are in fact NFT items. And you can see the user experience here. They're browsing their avatar cosmetics. The items with a little hexagon, I believe, that says NFT are the on-chain items. You can then equip that. You can see the user has equipped a pair of pants that are in fact an NFT asset, at which point when they exit that screen, they're asked to buy them for the in-game currency. The coins on the left, 210 is the cost. Again, all this has been now in compliance with App Store rules, no evasions here. And at that point, the player is equipped and can enter the metaverse experience on their phone, which you see on the right, wearing the NFT item. The items also, because the wallet is open to third parties, can be brought onto things like OpenSea. And so these are actually in-game items that can, as you see here, traverse over to OpenSea and effectively be put up for sale by the developer. The smart contract will hold the commissions and the splits from the game and then outside of the game. So that's a little overview of what we're building. Excited to have Web2 Studios join us on our journey of bringing Web3 gaming to mainstream app stores and that large cohort of 1 to 2 billion casual mobile gamers globally. So thanks for listening, and I'll stop sharing my screen. And I think I have a question, right, that I'm supposed to ask. The question is, what is the first video game to have been played in outer space? What is the first video game that has ever been played in outer space? Yes, it's been done. Someone played a video game in outer space. The question is, what is the video game? Do not Google it. You must just simply guess. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much, David, for your presentation. Game looks great. So let's give them a couple of minutes to see who has the right answer. This is a very interesting question, and this is something that I never thought of someone playing a video game in space, and makes a lot of sense. Just wondering what the game is. Let's see next. So before moving on, while we receive replies or answers to this question, I think that we still have, I think that we're still waiting for Lucas's right answer. Am I right? So Lucas, there are several answers to your question. So do you think there's the right answer there?
Yeah, I guess the best answer was from CKY Gaming.
CKY, community comes first, then profits.
Not that one, the two above, I would say. Yeah, I would grab this one.
Okay, so people don't need to know anything about blockchain to play games, just need to spend time in it and they will be rewarded for playing. That's it. So
exactly.
Okay, so congratulations, CKY Gaming. So Lucas, what's the price in this case?
As we launching our closed alpha on 15th of June, the price is one access code for the closed alpha. So yeah.
Okay, awesome. So I just sent you the link. So make sure to fill it out to claim your prize. And David, I'm seeing a lot of answers as well. So, well, most of them are saying Tetris. Is that the right answer? I mean, it might make sense.
Can I reveal the answer? Because it seems like we can do that. And so the answer, indeed, you are correct. Tetris is the first video game played in space by a Russian cosmonaut who snuck a Game Boy onto the capsule in, I think, 1993. And somewhere along his journey to the space station, whipped out the Game Boy. And it looks like Driak, I hope I'm pronouncing it, Driax or Drex, got it correct first. Is that right? Oh, no. Yeah, I think so. Am I wrong about that? Oh, no, I might be wrong. Hold on. Neutral. I take that back. It looks like Neutral was the first to answer the question at 11:03. Yes, I think Neutral. My apologies, Drex. I'm sorry I got your hopes up there, dude. You were right, but unfortunately, Neutral beat you to it by some number of seconds. You're both time stamped at 11:03, but they got in there first. So Neutral, congratulations. You're the big winner. It is kind of a big prize, by the way. I don't know. Should I tell people what they're getting?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's basically an NFT of an original video game character that we'll do two things for you. One is it'll be eligible for a drawing of $10,000 worth of Aura utility token in the future. And it'll also grant you a whitelist to purchase the token before the public sale, 24 hours prior to listing. So you'll have two big benefits, and congratulations, Neutral. I assume BGA can get your info, and from there you will get your juicy NFT.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you very much, David. And yeah, Neutral, congratulations. Fill out this form that we just sent you to claim your prize. And well, we'll know now what was the first game to be played in space, which is a very cool, a very cool feature to let anyone. So, oh, there's Neutral. Okay, so well, I think that we're done for today. So I think there are no questions for anyone in the panel. So thank you very much, everyone, for being here. Of course, to the speakers and to anyone who was watching. And yeah, thank you very much for joining us once again. To anyone who has been here for the past weeks as well. We'll see you hopefully next week. I think, Flavian. Yeah.
It's true, for a new member presentation.
New members presentation. Okay, cool. So hopefully you can join us once again next week. And yeah, thank you very much for following us. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Have a great
Bye-bye.
weekend.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.